Hey guys, Miss Dawn here. So this is the video about the glazing with resin thing. So I'm gonna explain to you guys what I found out about it and why it is that I can't do it. So this is a piece that Jenkinson sent me. See how shiny it is? She didn't finish the piece because the purpose that I got this piece from her was to make a mold out of it, and I told her not to finish it and all that. So when I was about to make the mold, I looked at it and it kind of, see this part here, it's kind of like that. It's not as smooth and shiny as most, not most, but some pieces are. So I was looking at it and I thought, well, what if I glaze it before I do the mold, so it might come out shinier out of the mold, because this white silicone does get, every single nuance of a piece. But then I thought, okay, I might ruin the piece if I use the glaze, because you guys know I have so much trouble with glazing. But then I thought, oh, what the heck, let's try. If that doesn't work, I can sand it down and do something about it. So I used the glaze, and what I found out is that this resin, the resin that you guys use, the 1-to-1 ratio, is very different from the resin I use. This one is easier to break, as I told you guys before, that I can't break my resin pieces. But it also is easier to glaze, because see how that is? And this is one coat of the same glaze I use on my pieces, which is an all-purpose varnish. And it's perfect. The glaze works perfectly, which I believe is the reason I can't glaze with resin. So let me show you guys what happened. This is a Quinta 2001. This is the first piece I made. I did a pair of this with that bow noodle, and as you can see, there is a huge bubble here. It almost looks like an eye. So I got the other one and I thought, okay, since this is a fail because of that bubble, there is a bubble exactly at the same spot on the other one, I'm gonna try and glaze it with resin to see how it works. I'm gonna use it as a test piece. And I've tried brushing resin on, I have tried dripping resin on, and I can only do it with flat pieces like this one. See? That's a top resin coat, which looks perfect. So I tried with this piece. So I made a little rack, and this is what happens. Let me show you guys. Focus. Come on. There we go. See that? There are some spots with resin on top, but no real glaze. So it's kind of ruined the piece even more. There's the bubble. The resin always leaks out. It always runs down. And in this case, it ran down to the toothpicks, and this thing is stuck in here forever. So I have to throw this all out. I haven't thrown it out yet, just to show you guys. So this is what happens, because my resin is different. What I've noticed is that my resin has a surface that's more like, you know when you want to try to glaze plastic? That's what it does. That's what happens if I try to glaze it with resin, and sometimes with the regular glaze. So basically I can't glaze uneven shapes with resin. It's sad, but it's a fact I have to start accepting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a glaze that is specific for plastic to see what happens when I use it with my resin, since I think it looks so much like, it reacts so much like plastic. So I'm going to see what I can do with it. So that's it. I just wanted to explain to you guys that I simply cannot use resin to glaze my pieces. Only when it's a flat piece like this. And that's every time I use it. Every time it's a flat piece, I will use resin. When it's not, it's gonna have to be glazed, and praying that it won't ruin the piece. Well, wish me luck on finding a different type of glaze to see if it works. And thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna do the resin update pretty soon. Probably today still. I have two things that I'm gonna show you guys. One is the resin update and the other one is what I did to my crafting area. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.